What's up, Capricorn? This is going to be your love check-in for the next 2 weeks. This is for my Cappy, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoy this video, please do give me a like, throw me a comment, share. It helps out the channel. If you're new here, I do offer personal sessions. All the info for that's in the description box of the video. There's a wait for a reading with me at the moment, so if you want to explore your options, I have put links to my affiliates, Mystic Sense and Spiritual Blossom, in the description box as well. Mystic Sense will give you your first 5 minutes reading free, and Spiritual Blossom will give you a bonus $10 when you deposit $20. Check them out if you feel called to do so, and otherwise, if you want to follow me on TikTok or Instagram, I put the links to those in the description box as well. Cappy, let's do a check-in. A person on your mind, how do they feel about you? How do you feel about them? A potential outcome based on the current energies for the next 2 weeks. Anyone that's new to my channel, I infuse manifesting mindset and the universal law of assumption into all of my content. On my channel, tarot readings are a check-in point into a version of a connection that you, Cappy, are manifesting, have manifested out of the infinite that are available right now. Creation is finished. All versions of anything that you can imagine and anyone exist. If you would like to manifest this differently, just requires a shift in your state of consciousness, the version of you that you're being, and projecting new thoughts and assumptions and doing a reselection. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please look at my other content. You can do your own research into the law. I also like to give you tips as I go. Okay, Cappy, let's get into it. The person on your mind, how are they feeling about you as we move into the next 2 weeks? 7 of Cups. Could be fantasizing about you, Cappy, but you could also be dealing with a situation where there's some confusion or mixed signals, mixed feelings. Justice card is in the reverse. Okay, something's been out of balance and there's a feeling, I'm going to stick to the fact that they're probably fantasizing about you, but they're a little bit mixed about it because clearly something needs to be like balanced out or made right. Yeah, Magician card in the reverse. So there's unfulfilled potential. So it's somewhere between, there's potential here, but maybe this person's holding back because there's something that needs to be kind of corrected. Okay, 2 of Pentacles, a little bit back and forth. They also could be wondering, are you back and forth about them? There's confusion here, okay? Confusion, mixed feelings. Magician card in the reverse, channeled it, came out. Unfulfilled potential. This could be a situation where you've been a bit back and forth with this person. There could also be issues here, confusion about the direction of the connection, that 7 of Cups. In some cases, for some of you, it hasn't fully manifested maybe into a relationship, guys. And 2 of Pentacles could be questions around juggling, okay? So founded or unfounded, maybe this person's wondering, do you have any other options? You could feel the same. We're going to get to your side of the street, Capricorn. We've got 7 of Pentacles because this has only reached like a foundation. They seem to be still invested. There also could be issues here to do with like career, work-life balance, prioritizing the connection. We've got 3 of Pentacles again. Some of you are connected through your work or your career or a common network. This is also about cooperation, Capricorn. So I would say that this is about sort of things feel a bit mixed. Like, can you get on the same page? Are you on the same page? Okay. And then we've got a King of Cups in the reverse with a Page of Wands. So this is about maybe taking things in a new direction. I mean, that is communication, Capricorn. So perhaps that is going to be someone, you know, this person wanting to have a discussion with you about cooperating in some kind of a way. This also is flirtation. For some of you, this person's wondering, are you exploring your options, as I said? But they're still invested. King of Cups in the reverse, though, is sort of a like mixed energy, okay? It's like, has the love been withdrawn? Now, they may also be feeling that you are seeming distracted, Capricorn, in some kind of a way. You may feel that way about them, that's fine. Anyone that knows me and watches my channel knows that they're your projection. So even if they think and feel certain things, they're going to change if you just select new dominant thoughts and assumptions about how they think and feel. But King of Cups in the reverse, it almost looks like at the moment the emotion has been withdrawn or cut off in some kind of a way, and they're not feeling very successful, Capricorn. 6 of Wands in the reverse. Let's get one on the Magician card in the reverse, okay? 9 of Pentacles. For some of you, this person, there's a lot of focus on career, okay? And maybe that's what's been the back and forth. There's a sense of not being very successful in that department or having not prioritized the connection. Unfulfilled potential financially, career-wise, and therefore unfulfilled potential with you, because there's been a lot of waiting to see how things play out. So maybe there's been an over-focus on that. and that has stalled the connection. And perhaps with this King of Cups in the reverse, Capricorn, perhaps that has led to, you know, frustration on your part, and now this person's wondering, well, where are you at? Okay, like, where are you at with the connection? Are you on the same page? You know what I'm trying to say? Knight of Cups is in the reverse, King of Wands is in the upright. So there is Page and King of Wands, right? So there's definitely this attraction, this chemistry. Some of you are dealing with a situation with someone that's, you know, entrepreneurial or really sort of career focused, and that's been a big factor in being able to prioritize the connection. And for others of you, there's just been back and forth. Nine of Pentacles is singlehood, so it could be back and forth between ready to really go for it, Magician card, like it's manifesting but it hasn't fully manifested, or stay sort of self-focused. Knight of Cups in the reverse. It seems to be that the Cups cards are in the reverse, Capricorn. So I saw that, like that Seven of Cups. It looks like there's like this mixed energy. Maybe it's a bit like, you love me not. You want me not. Now, guys, again, it's not really fucking relevant, because that could be that if they're showing up in a way that you feel like they're inconsistent or you're unsure, they're sending you mixed signals. Firstly, you could have selected a version that right now they feel the same about you. But secondly, we can absolutely get a different result and tweak this, okay? So I'm going to get onto your side of the street, which is more important. Knight of Cups in the reverse is like, is the love sincere here? Okay? This person could have some insecurities that maybe they're going to lose out, or they're going to lose you, especially if they've been taking their time, you know, to come to the table or to get on the same page as you. So we'll have a look at you, and then we'll get the oracle cards, and it's more important about you and what you want and how we can adjust it, okay? I mean, I think a lot of you are going to get some kind of a flirtatious offer, but also maybe there's a discussion about taking things in a new direction and getting on the same page, like prioritizing the connection, cooperating with one another. Yeah, this person's just not feeling very successful. There's also this feeling maybe that your attention is elsewhere with the Six of Wands in the reverse, okay? So let's have a look at you, Capricorn. And by the way, guys, if it's not your reading, it's not your reading. It doesn't have to be for everyone. And if it is, I say it in every read, anything you don't like, you manifested all of it, so you can fucking manifest anything, you know, re-script it. So we have Virgo, Gemini on this side. Yeah, fire and water as well. Okay, how does Capricorn feel? Strength card in the reverse. Some of you feel like there's been clashes of the ego with this person. That's that back and forth and mixed signals, mixed feelings. Like, you might feel like this person is a bit egotistical, because they seem to be quite self-focused, Capricorn. Now, again, guys, you know, your assumptions, your dominant thoughts and assumptions is what's mirrored back to you. So if you want this person to come across as not egotistical and be totally prioritizing you, you just need to step into a version of Capricorn that knows that's what you receive, and this is how they show up, and project those thoughts and assumptions onto them. Select that version, disconnect from your old assumptions. We've got King of Pentacles, Capricorn. So you want something stable, and you want something loyal and committed, and maybe that's the aim. I mean, they've got a Seven of Pentacles here. The Pentacles cards, you know, they haven't reached the King of Pentacles type energy, but they seem to be Pentacles focused. So let's have a look. Page of Swords, how do you feel about them, Capricorn? The Hermit card, the Ten of Wands. Something's weighing on you. There's a withdrawal energy here, Capricorn. You might feel that this person, I mean, Page of Swords, communication either feels small or a little bit petty. Or the Page of Swords can be observation. So maybe you also kind of mutually are observing each other, but there seems to be like other priorities in the mix, which could be weighing on the situation. Ten of Wands, burdens. And Hermit card's isolation. So like Capricorn, either you've withdrawn from this person because you just feel like you've been carrying too much of the responsibility, like it's weighing on you, you've been doing more, maybe you feel it's not fair. I did point that out with the Justice card in the reverse when I was shuffling on this end. You can feel like it's unfair and you've been investing too much and you're not getting enough in return. And you may have withdrawn, Capricorn, this person now not feeling very successful. So guys, and this is just the check-in right now, guys, you shift in any moment, okay? So you know, if you want this person, like I said, you could be feeling a bit like lonely or disconnected from this person. So if you want this person to dote on you, okay, I don't care if they feel like you're not paying them attention. If you want the attention, Capricorn, you say, oh, they are doting on me, prioritizing me, they're so attentive, they're obsessive, they adore me, they text me all day long, whatever it is, okay? Yeah, Six of Cups is in the reverse. King of Pentacles did come out, and Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. It's triggering a part of you, Capricorn, where you feel like people don't really make an effort, okay? I did say, see, the King of Pentacles came out. You want something stable, loyal, dependable, okay? You could also be, I mean, this is your kind of an energy. You could feel like that's what you offer. But an Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, I said, you kind of feel like you don't want to put effort into a situation where you're not getting the return or where you feel like it's burdensome. And that's okay, Capricorn, because you don't need to chase and you don't need to overdo it or beg or do any of that, right? So, you know, I think that this is about getting to an end of a cycle where you feel like it's been weighing on you and maybe you feel like it's not worth the investment. Now, you can still manifest. They've got Seven of Pentacles and you've got Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. You, Capricorn, might feel that they have stopped putting in effort. Their attention might seem like it's elsewhere. They feel like your attention seems elsewhere, or you seem to have pulled back, maybe, okay? And the Six of Cups in the reverse, Capricorn, to me means this is triggering some old story that you have. Potentially the back and forth with them, it keeps recurring, where you feel like this person's not really prioritizing you, not putting in an effort. Maybe you feel like they do keep an eye on you. They do sort of just give you a little, because pages are pages, right? Communication a little, flirty a little, but not really stability that you want. There could be an immaturity as well here, guys. So you're like, okay, this isn't like the effort that I want. And it's sort of, you feel like you're carrying the weight of the connection. I mean, Six of Cups in the reverse, so this could be an old pattern that you have. You feel like you give too much. So rather than fighting the mirror, Capricorn, and getting angry at it, you can watch some of my other content or live streams or collaborations. I talk about this, talk about letting go of the old story of self and assuming that someone's going to step up to the plate, because there's a version of them right now in existence. Okay, we don't need to get pissed off with what's happened here. That chooses you, if you want the full commitment, etc., and you're not there yet, okay, or things seem to go up and down, it's confusing, mixed. 1 minute it looks like it's going that way, and the next minute it's like, looks like they're pulled back or they're distracted. All you need to do is just persist in, you're the one writing the story, guys. Your thoughts and your assumptions, what precedes, what shows up. So fuck the old story, no matter what the circumstances look like, and then just stick to the script. This could be an old thing that you have. Okay, you're not prioritized, they don't put in an effort, they only give you a little, it's giving you stress. Nine of Swords. Yeah, Seven of Swords is in the reverse with the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Some of you, Capricorn, feel like this person's been dishonest in some kind of way as well. And I did see here on the left, you know, when I was shuffling, the Justice card in the reverse. So it seems like maybe a little bit of this kind of confusion about coming forward and, you know, or maybe they come in a little to test you, is because they feel, Capricorn, that there's something that they need to make right. Now, Seven of Swords in the reverse, what's weighing on the connection? Trust issues. You could have circumstances like maybe you have called this person out or something has come to light, okay, with the back and forth. For those of you where you feel this person was juggling other opportunities or options, or for some of you maybe that wasn't even shown to you, but it was some kind of an assumption you had, and you've had that before. Six of Cups, okay, because Six of Cups in reverse, let's go to the Five of Cups, spilt cups. You might have a story. Eight of Swords is limiting belief, so you're trying to break free from that, but maybe it keeps coming up like a trigger. You feel like this person doesn't really prioritize you, hasn't been honest in some kind of a way, and we'll get these cards, okay? Capricorn, whether you want them or don't want them, break free from the story or the limiting belief. So one, if you feel like you're always over-investing and not getting the return, step into version of Capricorn where you know that you're always chased, pursued, pampered, spoiled, adored. Everyone pours into you. It's always been that way. This is how people show up, whatever. You can look into videos on self-concept and all of that, or revision. But this has triggered something with you, and the Seven of Swords in the reverse, you could have this feeling like people are not honest, or if there's been other people in the mix, or you've not been committed to, there's been questions around loyalty, Capricorn. It's always like, I'm not the chosen one, or I'm not enough, usually, okay? So it's like you feed a script to people. So this person, there has been, that first of all, they feel like the love's being turned off. They may be aware, if you've had a Seven of Swords in the reverse, what's weighing on the connection, you could have called this person out, and they're not sure that you trust what they're offering, okay? On the other hand, Page of Wands, I think that they're still going to come in and want to flirt and wonder if you can cooperate. Now, if we stay anchored into the shitty circumstances or version from the past, well, they might still come back in, because you're manifesting everything, Capricorn, if this is the person on your mind and this is your reading. But you might get a little and then say, this is hot and cold. Look at my last video about hot and cold behavior, etc. Or states. So you might be going in and out of state. They want me, they don't want me. They want me, but they're not committed to me. They're showing up nice, now they're cold. You understand? So something here, like they're still attracted to you, Capricorn. There's unfulfilled potential. There seems to be mixed feelings and confusion between the two of you. Like you could seem withdrawn, and then they're wondering, can they trust it? We don't care, Capricorn. They just project the thoughts. Go to the end, okay? Select version of them that you want them to be. Give them a new script. So you've got Seven of Pentacles here too. You both have Seven of Pentacles, but then the Eight of Pentacles, it's like, you're like, I'm done. I don't really want to put effort into this situation, because you might have the assumption they're not putting in the effort. Okay? So affirm for them putting in the effort if you do want them. And if you want King of Pentacles, if you want it to be more stable, loyal, committed, etc., and there's been issues in that department, then go to the end as well. They're completely loyal, faithful, loving, doting, whatever, okay? Because there's been a row here. See, I pointed out Five of Cups, because you've got the Six of Cups in the reverse. Go to the Five of Cups, spilt cups. Now, there could have been harsh words between the two of you, or you've had a history, Capricorn, of loss, okay? And this triggers something in you, Knight of Swords, where you feel like you're not being prioritized, chosen, or given, you know, the love and the respect that you feel you deserve, okay? So that can even be childhood shit, but I'm not asking you to go and heal your inner child. Guys, I'm just saying, change the story, consistently select new story, new version of Capricorn. I mean, Knight of Swords, they could have been, you know, the communication can get erratic. That might be the mixed confusion, right? Okay, like you might have felt this person was flipping. So you also might get very triggered and the communication goes in and out or erratic. So if you want that consistency, okay, and stability, it's available to you if you want it. We can have any preferable version of anyone. And I don't care who agrees. So Capricorn, we've got Virgo energy on this side. I pretty much just deal with the major arcanas, although there's a lot of swords here. So you could also be dealing with an air sign, or that could be significant. Okay, for you, Capricorn, there's a lot going on in the mind here. Good, because everything starts with your dominant thoughts to get you to the state. So, but this is looking like stress, breaking free from a limiting belief. So then adopt what I've told you, because then you'll get the result that you want. Okay, this person's being very focused on money and career, but not feeling successful when it comes to you. They're not gone, Capricorn, so there's back and forth, back and forth. Okay, so if you're shifting in and out of state of they love me, they want to commit to me, no, they don't want me, or they're not going to choose me, then you've got to fuck that in a bucket, okay? Because you're the one that decides. You choose who chooses you, Capricorn. And sorry if these readings get repetitive and I say the same stuff, but ultimately it boils down to the same thing. And don't take the tarot as indication of your progress if you've been doing this, okay? It's literally a check-in and doesn't have to be for everyone. Guys, stop the pattern. There's a pattern. Okay, so what does this person want? I said that they want to cooperate with you and get on the same page, but there's a pattern. Okay? Now, that's what they want. They may not appear that way if you're in a state where you're assuming And then you're interpreting, like filtering all their behaviors as like, oh, they always do this and they're, you know, fucking selfish and they're juggling other things and I'm not a priority, or they're not going to choose me. I mean, I have love, guys. So there is love here, but stop the pattern, because it seems like the love feels like it's been withdrawn. Okay, date. I said to you there's confusion and mixed feelings. Like, also, do you have other options? Because this says, you know, get back out there, meeting someone new. And then we have picture, looking at pictures, missing you, nostalgia, making new memories. We have love call, expressing love, messages of love, thinking of you, informing you. I did say that there could be communication. Now, Capricorn, if you're dealing with a situation where it goes hot, cold, quote unquote, which is you shifting through states, okay? This says silent treatment. Then we have love call. So if you get communication, then silence, whatever. Stop focusing on that. Just say, they call me every day, they love me, whatever. But this is, you know, if you get a reach out, but you have an assumption like Page of Wands, oh, they always do this, they only reach out and they're just flirty. They don't really care about me. They don't really want me. So you're going to build momentum, guys. If you can assign the meaning that is preferable, you're going to know you're in the right state. Of course they're reaching out. Of course they love me. Of course they want me. You understand what I'm saying? All right. Yeah, because there's heartbreak, separation, deception and lies. Something's happened, Capricorn, okay? So, because you've got that Seven of Swords in the reverse. So there is a bit of this regret around something. So they weren't totally honest. Magician card in the reverse and Knight of Cups in the reverse also can be, I don't like to get too heavy. I'll call it, can be like manipulation or smoke and mirrors. And so this back and forth, some of you, yes, you're dealing with a situation where there was a caught out energy because someone wasn't totally honest. Now that could be in relation to other energies, other people, or whatever. Now, it's up to you guys. If you hold a person dominantly in the assumption that they're a fucking liar and a this and a that, well, that's your assumption, and you know, you may just go round and round. I do have the Money card again. Okay, there's something about this person. So maybe also Capricorn, it was, you know, this back and forth is a person feeling inadequate in some kind of a way and being completely focused on manifesting money. But there's some kind of an issue here to do with maybe wanting to make it right, stop the hot and cold. There is the love. There is some kind of an issue here to do with things coming to light. Take that as you will. You can revise it. You can go to the end. If you want the apology, Capricorn, and that's it, then you also, if you go to the end, you're like, this person's madly in love with me, they call me every day. You might also naturally get the progression where someone comes in and says, I fucked up, as an example. I can't tell you guys exactly what to manifest and how, but it's mixed. Just like I said, it was mixed. Love, love, stop the pattern. There's a pattern here, then there's pain, deception and lies, money, missing you, looking at pictures. You might feel that this person checks you out a lot, even when you do go maybe silent treatment, hot, cold, whatever. So they are checking you out, Capricorn. I think that I told you that they're still very attracted to you. If you have an assumption that they're only attracted to you and they don't really love you, they're going to confirm that with certain behaviors and things that they say and do. Circumstances are going to pop up in your reality to prove you right. So stick to the preferable script, Capricorn, okay? All right, well, I hope that helped some of you, and I intend that it did. And I'm sending you guys so much love, and I'm going to check in 2 weeks' time.